So hello guys, I want to introduce something real quick, and I want to say that some guys have been reaching out to me and asking how can we build this, how can we build that, and how can I do this. Alright, so this is the whole point. So somebody asked how can I integrate a dashboard I bought with the phprad. Very easy. So we're going to be using this free dashboard I got from Colorib, and we're going to be making it come to life. So this static, so as you can see, it's just static. So we're going to be making it come to life with PHP. That everything, nothing is going to change. You're just going to be copying the everything here and pasting it to PHP and making it dynamic. So it's just going to be some pretty cool stuff, and I guess it's going to be interesting, all that stuff. So that is one. Now the next thing I need to do is introduce a new version of PHP. So we have the new version of PHP. So this is something that everybody has been looking up to, and I guess guys are pretty much excited, but I'll give you the advantages and some of the things that you also consider as disadvantages. I don't know, but it's pretty awesome if you ask me. So it's just some new features. As you can see, I don't even have to click on search for it to search, which introduces some pretty new possibilities here. So as you can see, we have this. We can navigate through and maybe try and add some new users, some cool stuff added here. Pretty awesome. But now so here's the deal, guys. Now the thing with this is that you'll have to learn some sorry about that. You have to learn you have to be having a very what do we call it, you have to learn some new frameworks. So in this case, you need to run some frameworks like Vue.js, Node, Python, Laravel also, and Quasar. So Quasar framework is what that is allowing us to be building this application. And if I click on publish here, you can see we have different options. We have the option to generate a SPA, progressive web app, desktop app, mobile app, and you have the option to select the API platform. Now, what is the API platform? Now, the API platform is what you'll be hosting. So in case we have the front end and we have the API. So the API version is what you'll be hosting in your website, where you'll be posting your data, where your front end will be fetching your information from, data, of course. Now the front end, now this is what you'll be compiling down to a mobile app, a progressive web app, desktop app, or a single page application. Alright, as you can see here. Now you have the option to select Laravel, Python Flask, or .NET Core. Let's say you need to switch from a Python API to a Laravel API, or you just need to build all of them. You can just switch from here. Now it's not going to overwrite your application because all PHP Laravel APIs will be stored in their own respective folders. As you can see, we have the ASP project, Node-RED, all that stuff in their own folders. So that's not going to be a problem. Now they removed some of the stuff here, which I feel like they should be added back. As you can see from the list page, we don't have the option to manually edit our page like this, which is going to be a problem. We are going to be learning a new framework. They also removed our helpers up there. They removed our helpers up here, so we'll be having to be working with the new documentation, but hopefully they'll have a detailed documentation to add in when they release it. So hopefully it's going to be coming out pretty soon, of which is going to be fun if you ask me. But everything else is just the same. You can just build your mobile applications with ease without having to worry about anything. Your desktop application. So kindly note, you'll be having to do some installation, which will be requiring to add Electron. You also have to be adding Quasar framework, Node.js, all that stuff. You have to be adding them, and if you have them, you might also consider updating them. Now phprad will also tell you that you need to add them. It will give you the option to add them automatically, and also you have to be adding some few stuff. So we'll be covering that when they come out. Anyway, they changed their names from phprad to RAD systems here, because generally what they did is that they added more frameworks here. Let me show you what I mean. If you close the project here, you can see they have all this stuff. So what they did is they just added all these frameworks in one software, so you have the option to select which one you want. And as you can see, listen projects, you just open them. So they changed the main framework for phprad to Laravel. So generally now you'll be building applications with Laravel, which now changes the learning curve, and everything you know from the other version, it'll be utterly useless. All you'll be knowing now in this case, of which is funny if you ask me, is just how to drag and drop your components. Now everything you have to run it anew, and that's really it. But for me personally, I feel like I will just stick to the latest version, the phprad 2.7.3, because I feel like it's more stable for me. But if this goes on pretty well, I'll switch it to this. But as for now, we just have to be optimistic and hope that everything is going to be alright. Great, so that was it. Now let me just check if this is still recording. I did a full video and everything just messed up. Alright, so that was it. Now let me just introduce something else. Alright, let me just introduce something else for you guys. Yeah, so this is just a framework, a forum I've been working on with a new version. So this is just a giveaway as we continue the video, as we conclude the video, sorry, that is. Now we just need to go to categories here. Let's go to fcards. Now I want to show you something from this section here. So what we want to look at is how you can actually work on everything. As I said, I had done a video earlier, but it got messed up, so no worries about that. Just got messed up. I figured I wasn't recording. Okay, so this is just something I built, just a simple forum with phprad. So now let's use our helpers. So as you can see, helpers here just help you do some cool stuff. I guess that's why they call them helpers. Alright, so I guess it's already open. So this is just a giveaway. Now what we want to do is use the isMobile function. So the isMobile method just allows you to check if a user is using a mobile phone or is using a mobile device. So if you come here and you reload this, let me just show you. I had already done this, so that's why I'll have to reload it. Just give it some time. I don't know why it's a little bit laggy. And also another thing before this loads, look at this. So instead of a custom view to write your code, you're using a header. Why is this? Because with a header you can actually map your errors pretty well. So if you check this is inside a h4. Okay, so this is inside a h4, this, right? So what this allows you to do, in case you have an error where you have to delete some div class, you just have to map it to that particular h4, so that you don't end up deleting important divs that might mess up your application. All right, so you understand. So there you go, you can map it and maybe just remove that div. So awesome. So that's it. Now let's just publish this so that our changes take effect, and then we can look at our isMobile. Awesome, so there we go, we have this. So now what we need to do is we need to do this. So we need to hide this for desktop and only show it for mobile devices. Now, as I said, we need to take a h1, just put it here, and then put another one here. So as you can see, this one sandwiches this one. All right. So this sandwiches our alert here. So this is just something built in another table and then rendered here. So we have this. We have this between this and this. So we want to mask that. Just go and open PHP, and you're going to say, okay, let me just open this from here. And they say this mobile. So we're going to be using this method. Then you're going to be closing that PHP. Just note we didn't close it. We just want to close it from here. So just come here and kindly look at how I'm going to do this. So we do PHP, put a space, close it, put a space, and close that. Very important. Then you need to preview this. Awesome, so our changes has taken effect. Now let's try and reload this, and we should not be seeing this on a desktop. It's taking some time, come on. Well, this is taking forever. Alright, so as you can see, that alert is no longer there because we just hit that for, we are only showing that for